Have you ever wondered why some people can change their lives in the blink of an eye while you feel stuck in the same place? The secret isn't luck, it's skills, the only thing you can actively develop and control. Welcome to Kunzy Podcast English. Here, we don't just talk about luck. We focus on how to build skills that create real opportunities in life. Let's explore together and start the journey to take control of your future. Starting with yourself today. Luck is something you can't control. Are you waiting for luck to knock on your door? Be honest. How many times have you sat alone, dreaming, if only I won the lottery, everything would change? Or if someone just discovered my talent and gave me a chance, I'd succeed for sure. Many people live with this feeling that they have potential, passion, dreams, but the world hasn't yet offered them the opportunity they deserve. So they start believing the reason they haven't succeeded is simple. They're just not lucky enough. We live in an era flooded with overnight success stories. Someone gets picked for a reality show, a startup raises millions, a video goes viral in one night. These images plant a belief in young minds. Just wait for the right moment, the right timing, and everything will magically fall into place. But real life isn't a movie. Opportunity doesn't fall into the laps of those who sit still. It finds those who are ready. Luck, in the end, is something you cannot control. You can't force it to happen, and you can't schedule it to show up next month. It's random, invisible, and often appears when you least expect it. Betting your entire life on something as unpredictable as luck is like walking on a slippery floor barefoot. You can fall at any moment, and no one's going to catch you but yourself. On the other hand, skills are the one thing you can own. No one needs to give them to you. You can develop them daily, sharpen them with every small effort. Skills are something you build with your own hands, silently, consistently, persistently. And here's the magic. Once your skills are strong enough, you don't wait for opportunities. You create them. Imagine luck as a speeding train. It moves fast and doesn't stop for long. If you're standing on the platform with no bags packed, no ticket, and no idea where you're going, that train will pass you by like a gust of wind. But if you're prepared, you not only board the train, you know exactly where you're headed, and you make the most of every second of the ride. Have you ever looked back and realized you did have opportunities? A phone call, a connection, a brilliant idea, but you lacked the skills to turn it into real results. You hesitated, doubted yourself, weren't ready, and it slipped away. The truth is, many people aren't lacking in luck. They just weren't prepared to seize it. The people you admire for their success weren't just lucky. Maybe they had timing on their side, but before that, they spent years getting ready. While others scrolled social media, they read books. While others slept in, they mastered a skill. So when luck came, they weren't confused. They stood up, took it, and soared further than anyone imagined. Luck is like the wind. It can blow in any direction at any time. But only those with sails can go far. If you have no sail, meaning no skill, no preparation, the wind will only push you around. That's why instead of praying for the wind to change, you should focus on building your sail first. Here's the truth. Luck doesn't choose dreamers, it chooses doers. It chooses those who sweat in silence when no one is watching. Those who dare to learn, dare to fail, dare to keep going. Luck doesn't just arrive. It's drawn to real competence. And that's something you can control. No one can steal it from you. No one can gift it to you. Skill is the only road that turns luck from a wish into a weapon, one that belongs to you alone. Skills create value, and value attracts opportunity. Imagine being lost in a dense forest. No map, no guide, no one coming to save you. In that moment, the only thing that can help you isn't a miracle. It's your skills, your ability to find direction, to build a fire, to survive. Modern life is no different. It's filled with detours, competition, and uncertainty. And only those with real skills can walk out of the maze with their heads held high. Out there, millions of people carry dreams in their hearts. Everyone wants success. Everyone has said at some point, I could do something great if someone would just give me a chance. But the brutal truth is, the world doesn't care about your dreams. It only cares about one thing. What value can you create? What problem can you solve? Who can you help? And how well can you do it? No one hires you for your potential. No one invests in you because you're passionate. No one gives you a shot just because you try hard. They choose you when you can solve real problems. When you walk into a room and people look at you as the only one who can get the job done, that's when you stop asking for opportunities. You become the opportunity. Here's the truth no one tells you. Opportunity doesn't come to great talkers. It comes to great doers. Real-world skills like writing, speaking, leading, problem-solving, analyzing, creating, negotiating, these are the new currency. When you master them, you no longer need to knock on every door, send hundreds of resumes, or wait for someone to see your potential. You are the potential. You are the value. When you become good enough, you don't chase jobs. Jobs chase you. When you're great at what you do, you don't hunt for clients. Clients come looking for you. When you're exceptional, you don't beg for trust. People believe in you by default. But getting there takes time. It takes effort when no one is watching, discipline when no one is cheering, and patience when results don't come overnight. You might think, but I'm not that skilled yet. How can I be valuable? And that's fair. In the beginning, you're not valuable to the market, but you can learn. You can practice. You can fail, fix, and try again. Every day, every moment you overcome procrastination, read another chapter, take on a new challenge, you're upgrading yourself into someone your past self couldn't have imagined. Think of skills like a magnet. Every new skill you master adds to your pull. At first, nothing happens. But then one day, when you've sharpened your edge long enough, you become too skilled to be ignored. That's when you stop asking the world for a seat at the table. You build your own table. The world is unfair, yes, but skills are the one weapon that can cut through that unfairness. Some are born rich, some are born connected. But if you're better at solving a problem the world needs solving, you win. That's the game. And skills are the entry ticket to the arena where winners are made. So here's a simple question. What skill did you sharpen today? If the answer is none, you just lost a day that could have changed your future. Every day you skip building a new skill is a day someone else pulls ahead. Every hour spent mindlessly scrolling social media is an hour where someone else just got better, faster, sharper. You need to understand this. You don't have to be the best in the world. Just be better than yesterday. Every new skill you gain is a brick in the road that leads you out of obscurity, out of average, out of a life that feels like it's stuck. The more skills you build, the more value you bring. And once you bring value, the world cannot ignore you. Skills eliminate the need for luck, because when someone finally offers you a chance, you'll be ready. And if no one offers, you'll create your own chance. You can start from nothing, from a place where nobody knows your name, from a job that drains your soul. But if you commit to learning, your skills will carry you up one level at a time. And every step you take is a step you built yourself. And one day, not far from now, someone will look at you and ask, "How did you get so lucky?" And you'll smile. Not because you were lucky, but because you became so good that people thought it was luck. Each skill is a new lever. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a vast room, surrounded by hundreds of doors. Some are slightly open. Others are locked tight. You try pushing one, then another, but they won't budge. You feel stuck. Until one day, you learn your first skill. And suddenly, click, a door opens. But it doesn't stop there. Behind that door is a hallway filled with more doors, each leading to new opportunities. That's what a skill does. It's not just a key, it's a lever. And every skill you gain opens not just one door, but a series of doors that keep unlocking as long as you keep growing. Can you write? Then you can create content, start a blog, write ads, draft sales emails. But more than that, writing is power. Writing moves emotions. Writing makes people pause and listen. If you master writing, you can sell without shouting, persuade without pressure, and make someone click buy with just a few well-chosen words. One skill, hundreds of applications. Can you speak? Many people can talk, but not everyone knows how to speak, so others listen. Speaking is not just about sound, it's about trust, influence, transformation. If you can speak, you can teach. You can run a podcast. You can stand on a stage and own the room. You can live stream from your phone and connect with strangers across the world. Just one skill, but it can build an audience, a brand, a movement. Can you edit videos? In a world driven by images, emotions, and attention, the person who can tell stories visually holds the power. With video skills, you can build your own YouTube channel. You can freelance for clients. You can help others craft personal brands. You can launch your own business, all with nothing more than a laptop, editing software, and the ability to turn raw footage into something magnetic. It's not just editing, it's storytelling in a digital language. Each skill is a lever. Each lever lifts your life to a higher level. And here's the best part, skills stack. Writing plus speaking makes you a compelling communicator. Speaking plus editing turns you into a powerful content creator. Learn to write, speak, and produce, and suddenly you become unstoppable. A one-person media machine, a creator with influence, a force. This is not the era of one-dimensional talent. This is the age of combinational advantage. The age of those who can mix writing with design, analysis with storytelling, empathy with strategy. The age where the rare combo is what makes you irreplaceable. A skill may get your foot in the door, but the right combination of skills will tear the whole door down. And the beautiful truth is, you don't have to learn it all at once. Just start. One skill today, another next month. Each one is a brick. Stack them, one by one. And someday, you'll look back and realize you've built a bridge from who you were to who you were meant to be. You don't need luck. You need momentum. Because skills don't come overnight, but once they're yours, they stay with you forever. No one can take your ability to write. No one can steal your voice, your message, your story. No one can copy you, the way you speak, teach, and connect. That's the power of skills. They're yours, and they compound. Each skill is a key to a new door, not just once, but over and over again. Until one day, you're no longer chasing doors. You're standing inside a castle, surrounded by rooms only you can enter. Not because you were lucky, but because you showed up, learned, practiced, and built a set of tools that no one else has. So don't wait for someone to hand you a breakthrough. Build it, one skill at a time. Skills are the one thing no one can take away. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you once had is gone. Your money disappeared. Your connections broken. Your career shattered by a sudden crisis. You sit there surrounded by the ruins of what used to be your life, asking yourself, what do I still have? The answer is everything you've ever learned, every skill you've patiently built, the nights you stayed up learning something new, the silent hours of practice when no one was watching. They're still there, intact, waiting for you to stand up and start again. That's the one thing no one can steal from you. Not time, not betrayal, not even loss. Because skills are an extension of who you are. When you learn how to write, no one can remove that ability from your mind. When you learn how to speak, how to connect, how to lead, even if the world crumbles, you can begin again. With small conversations, with sincere words, with simple projects that plant the seeds for something greater. People can take your money, but they can't take the value you create with your own hands and mind. That's why, in an unpredictable world, skills are the most valuable currency. Not only do they help you survive, they allow you to live fully, with autonomy, with freedom, without dependence. A skilled person has no fear because they know that even if they are pushed to rock bottom, they can rebuild, just like they did before. Here's a truth many young people overlook. Skills don't have to be flashy. They don't have to make others say, wow, right away. Sometimes, a skill is simply the ability to listen without interrupting, or the way you write an email that demands a response, or how you turn a messy idea into a clear plan. These small things practiced over time are what help you thrive when everything else changes. Look at the world around you. How many people lost their jobs to a new app? How many companies collapsed from a single poor decision? How many relationships fell apart due to a lack of emotional skill? In all this chaos, some people continue to rise. They're the ones who never stopped learning. They understand that to survive in this new age, you can't rely on stability. You have to become adaptable. And adaptability always begins with skill. The modern world doesn't reward nice people. It doesn't hand out opportunities for potential. It gives chances to those who can get things done. And results come from skill. Just skill. No one cares what degree you have or where you used to work. They only care, can you solve the problem they're facing right now? If the answer is yes, you don't need luck. You've already become an asset. You may fail, you may get rejected, you may be laughed at. But if you keep learning, keep practicing, your skills will eventually make you someone the world can't ignore. And one day, you won't have to chase opportunities. Opportunities will chase you. That's not magic. That's law. A law everyone who commits to skill development understands. Remember this. No one can train for you. No one can give you mastery with a pep talk. Only you. And the time you spend learning, trying, failing, and trying again. But every minute you put into building a skill is one step closer to the future no storm can destroy. Every time you do the hard thing, you're laying bricks for a life that cannot be shaken. If you've ever felt like I have nothing left, come back to the simplest question. What can I learn right now? Because the moment you start learning again, you begin rebuilding your life. Quietly, powerfully. And no one can stop you. Because skills are the only thing in this world that no one can ever take from you. Focus on learning skills, not chasing luck. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what am I doing with my time every day? Many young people today spend hours scrolling through social media, hoping for a magical moment that will bring them a life-changing opportunity. A surprise message, a phone call, a viral post, or a dream job offer. All of these are luck, and luck, as you already know, is something uncontrollable, unpredictable, and something you can never truly hold on to. So why do we keep chasing luck instead of focusing on the one thing that can actively change our lives? Skills. Instead of spending hours waiting for some magical opportunity, take a moment each day to ask yourself a simple question. What skill am I improving today? It could be writing, speaking, video editing, time management, or simply solving a specific problem at work or in life. When you continuously ask and answer this question, you start actively building a strong foundation, not through luck, but through the abilities you develop daily. Imagine dedicating 2 to 3 hours each day to learning and practicing a skill, consistently and with a plan. At first, you might feel frustrated because progress seems slow, because challenges keep popping up, or because sometimes it feels like you're no better than yesterday. But what matters is that you don't give up. Skills don't come overnight. They are the result of persistent effort, thousands of hours of practice, and the failures you dare to face and overcome. And once a skill becomes yours, it stays with you for life. No one can take it away, and it doesn't depreciate over time. Do you know that in the real world, successful people aren't the ones waiting for luck? They are the ones constantly investing in themselves. They understand that every minute spent learning a new skill is a brick building their career and life. They know that no matter how turbulent the world gets, skills are the life raft that can bring them safely back to shore. Think about the people you admire. What do they have in common? They don't wait for a miracle to happen. They create miracles for themselves. They spend time learning, practicing, and honing their craft tirelessly. They aren't afraid of hard work or taking slow but steady steps because they know that only skills bring real, lasting opportunities, not luck. Many young people today fear dedicating time to learn a new skill because they don't have time or are too busy. But think again. Can you spend 2 to 3 hours every day endlessly scrolling on social media or watching entertainment videos for hours? If you can do that, you can also dedicate that time to learning a valuable skill. The difference lies in where you choose to invest, in personal growth or in fleeting distractions that don't bring lasting value. The truth is, learning a skill isn't always easy or fun. There will be times when you fail, when your skills aren't good enough, or when you feel inferior to others. But that's exactly the process that makes you stronger. Every time you overcome a challenge, you don't just gain a new skill. You also learn perseverance, resilience, and determination. Qualities essential to survive and succeed in today's ever-changing world. Learning a skill is like planting a tree. You can't expect a tree to grow tall overnight just by watering it once. It needs time, sunlight, and daily care. Every skill you learn is the same. Every practice session is a time you water your skill tree. And one day, when that tree grows tall, it will shelter you through every storm and provide sweet fruits you never imagined. Never forget, the skill you learn today can open new doors you've never dreamed of. Writing well, speaking confidently, designing beautifully, making engaging videos, solving problems effectively. These skills will make you someone others can't ignore, someone who creates real value and is sought after in any environment. You won't have to wait for luck to knock on your door, because your skills will make you a walking opportunity, always ready to shine. Remember, focusing on learning skills may not be the fastest way to success in a day, a month, or a year, but it is definitely the most sustainable path. When you build skills methodically and persistently, you lay a solid foundation for every step forward in the future. You no longer depend on luck or factors beyond your control. Most importantly, learning skills is a way to respect yourself, because you are spending the most precious resource of your life, your time, to make yourself more valuable, stronger, and freer. That is the greatest gift you can give yourself. So today, have you asked yourself, what skill have I improved? If not, start now. Even if it's just a minute or a small step, when you persist every day, you will build a life where luck is just a bonus, and skills are the true guide leading you to success. Stop chasing luck. Start the journey of building skills. That is the secret to creating the life you dream of, and that secret lies in your own hands and mind. Have you ever looked at a successful person and thought they were just lucky? That they were born at the right time, met the right people, and got a few random breaks that suddenly changed their life? That's a very common thought, but the truth behind that shining success is completely different. Successful people don't rely on luck. They succeed because they have invested countless hours, effort, and passion into honing their skills, improving their value, and being ready when opportunity knocks. Imagine an iceberg. Most of it lies hidden beneath the ocean surface, only a small part visible above water. That visible part is the luck that outsiders see. But the hidden part below, where the real strength lies, is thousands of hours of practice, learning, failing, getting back up, and relentlessly moving forward. Those people you think are lucky have spent years, months, and hours every day sharpening their skills and turning themselves into the best version possible. Don't be fooled into thinking luck is some magical thing that just happens, and you can only hope for it. The reality is, luck never comes to those who are unprepared. It only comes to those who are ready and have the skills to make the most out of every moment, every small chance to grow. When opportunity arrives, success is no longer luck. It's the result of careful preparation. There's a famous saying, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This means luck isn't random. It's the inevitable result of continuously sharpening skills, accumulating knowledge, and building your value. The better you prepare, the more luck will find its way to you. Think of famous people like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, or Elon Musk. Did they just sit around waiting for luck to fall into their laps? Absolutely not. Each of them went through a long journey of relentless learning, experimenting, failing, and overcoming challenges to perfect themselves. They're better than others because they worked harder, prepared more thoroughly, and never stopped improving. Luck is just a byproduct of their excellence. And here's the most important part. You can do this too. You don't need to wait for a magical day when life suddenly changes. Success is not the result of a single moment. It's a long journey you build day by day through skill building, overcoming failures, and never giving up. Imagine starting right now, at this very moment. You don't have to be perfect immediately, nor do you have to know everything from the start. Each day you spend a little time learning a new skill, doing your work better, understanding your chosen field more deeply. Gradually, those small bricks will build a strong house for your career and life. What makes you different is not a lucky break, but your persistence, your attitude of constant learning, and your ability to rise after every failure and keep moving forward. Successful people aren't necessarily smarter than you, nor do they have some magic special power. They just know one thing. They never stop growing themselves, never stop learning, and never stop refining their skills. You might ask, but how do I start? What skills should I learn? Do I have enough time? The answer is, start with the smallest things, with basic skills you can practice today. Maybe communication skills, writing, time management, or simply organizing your work more effectively. Every skill is a step forward, a lever bringing you closer to your goal. Look back at the successful people you admire. They didn't start with all those skills. They trained bit by bit. No success comes easy, and you don't have to do everything at once. Pick one skill, focus on it, practice daily, and don't fear mistakes. Failure is the best teacher, showing you how to do better next time. One more thing to remember. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Winners are those who are patient, persistent, and always willing to learn. Every day you build your skills, you are accumulating capital for yourself. When opportunity comes, you won't just wait for luck. You'll be ready to seize it and turn it into a springboard for further progress. Instead of dreaming about luck, spend time every day honing your skills, becoming better than yesterday. Make yourself the person that luck wants to meet. That's the secret of successful people. They're not luckier than you. They're better, more prepared, and they never stop trying. You can be like that too. Right now, start by choosing a skill to learn and focus on it. Remember, every great journey begins with the smallest steps. Luck isn't something you wait for. It's something you create through skill and relentless preparation. Never rely on luck, because success never comes from random strokes of fortune. Success is the result of thorough preparation, disciplined effort, and the skills you tirelessly build day after day. If you keep waiting for luck to come your way, you will miss thousands of opportunities to grow and transform your life. On the other hand, if you invest time and passion in mastering skills, you create lasting value for yourself. And that value becomes the bridge that leads you to every opportunity. Life is never fair to those who only dream but refuse to act. There are many talented people with vivid imaginations, but if they don't practice and make steady efforts every single day, those dreams will remain just that, dreams. Conversely, ordinary people who persistently learn and sharpen their skills daily are the true winners. That is the greatest lesson life teaches us. There is no shortcut to lasting success except working hard, being persistent, and continuously enhancing your own value. Imagine spending 2 to 3 hours every day learning a new skill or refining an existing one. It could be writing, speaking, time management, or any skill that helps you solve problems better. At first, it might feel boring, difficult, and you might want to quit. But if you persist through those stages, you will start noticing a clear difference. You will feel more confident, more productive, and opportunities will open up easier than ever before. This is no longer luck, but the inevitable outcome of thorough preparation. Remember, skills are something you can never lose. Money, relationships, or material assets can be taken away at any moment. But once you have a skill, it becomes a priceless companion. It is the only asset that never depreciates, but grows and multiplies over time. Skills help you stand firm in the toughest times, find solutions, create new value, and confidently continue your journey in both career and life. Once you truly understand this, you will no longer waste time waiting for a miracle to happen. You will take control of your life by building skill after skill, consistently and persistently. Every small step you take today lays a solid foundation for tomorrow's success. Every challenge you overcome and every new thing you learn brings you closer to the best version of yourself. Success does not require you to be the smartest or most talented person at the start, but it requires you to be persistent and never stop learning. From the world's most successful people to ordinary individuals around us, the biggest common trait is an unyielding attitude, relentless effort, and continuous striving, and that is entirely within your reach. Now, take a moment to ask yourself, what skill did I learn today? What did I do to become better than yesterday? If the answer doesn't satisfy you, start right now. Because every moment that passes is an opportunity for you to become stronger, more confident, and closer to your dreams. Finally, remember that the journey of building skills not only changes your life, but also positively impacts those around you. When you become better, you inspire others to walk the path of self-improvement too. You are not alone in this journey. Our community awaits your sharing and determined spirit. If you found this podcast helpful, please hit the like button so I know you care. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family so more people realize that success doesn't come from luck, but from relentless practice. And if you want to keep exploring practical self-development and skill-building tips with me, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss valuable lessons. Remember, luck is just the tip of the iceberg, but skills are the true power that creates success. Never wish for luck again. Become the one who creates your own luck through the skills you cultivate every single day.